old is this hotel?
So we're turning 10 years young on the 1st of October.
10 years young on the 1st of October. How many rooms?
473.
How many suites?
67.
How many floors in total?
26.
Executive floors?
No, we have suites in the belly of the building. Every floor on the belly is full of suites, but there are no separate executive floors.
Executive floors. Which floor is the gym located on?
Well, you actually enter on the first floor and then you go down to -1 actually.
Has sea views, the gym?
Yes, it does. While you're running, you see the sea.
How many guest pools?
So we have 3 now. 4.
4 guest pools. The name of your new spa?
We have a new section which is called Getaway, which is the inside heated pool that we added last year. And now we will transform it into a way spa early next year.
How many restaurants?
So that depends a little bit if it's summer or winter. So we obviously have a Michelin Star Restaurant with La Barra that we're very proud of.
Yeah.
Then we have Wave, which is our all-day dining restaurant. And then in summer we add Salt, which is our summer restaurant by the beach, and our Chiringuito Salt Beach.
So what's the name of the chef at the Michelin restaurant?
It's Carles Abellan.
The famous
Carles Abellan.
And he's famous for?
He's famous, one, for his Tapas 24 concept, which he has in Camp Nou and Diputación and Tuset. And then he obviously embarked with us 10 years ago for the opening. So we originally had a restaurant called Bravo, and then rebranded it and fully refurbished it earlier on this year, and reopened it as La Barra, which was a restaurant that Carles was running on Paseo Juan de Bourbon.
So he actually moved it here
and basically moved the Michelin Star into the hotel, which is it's a fish and seafood concept, but it's very much about sharing dishes. It's called La Barra, so there's a huge bar in the middle, so people sit around. There's a whole theater.
So it creates a social atmosphere there too.
Very social. There's a bit of a New York feel to it. The food is local, but it has some techniques and Asian spices, so it makes it extremely interesting.
Cool. Direct access to the beach?
Yes, we're the only hotel in Barcelona actually with a direct beach access. So there's a corridor right in the middle of the lobby of the hotel, or the living room, how we call it, and you have direct access onto this beautiful beach that we operate in summer as well.
And this is quite unique for most of cities. Actually, Barcelona is unique in that aspect in Europe. No? As a major city that actually has a beach.
Absolutely.
How many staff in the hotel?
I would say all year round we're closer to 500 than 400. But then in summer, obviously, we recruit about more. 250 talents, as we said, just for the summer, because it's 3,000 square meters of terraces. It's the beach area. It's additional restaurants.
Right, and also people that aren't staying at the hotel are also enjoying drinks here and the Chiringuito too. They come here, which is the reason why you need the extra.
One of the reasons why we get so busy.
Managers, how many?
So I have a direct team of my direct team of executives, we're 10. And then in terms of head of departments, we're 35.
Okay. Concierge, how many personnel in that department?
We are 5 at the concierge.
And I think I heard you offer charter fishing as well?
We offer, our slogan is whatever, whenever, as long as it's legal. We like that a lot. We do anything.
What's the name of your loyalty program?
It's called Marriott Bonvoy.
It's with Marriott. Okay.
Absolutely.
And how long have you been managing here? That's the last rapid fire question.
I've just passed the 3rd summer here now. So we've been in Spain now for the last 7 years. We've spent some years in San Sebastián in the País Vasco. And now I've been here almost 3 years.
So that was your entrance into Spain, no? The Bascos?
No, it was actually Tenerife. But that was,
first in Tenerife? And
that was 14 years ago now. Yeah, we lived 2 years in Tenerife.
You guys are kind of, the hotel managers, kind of like a military personnel. No? You guys move around.
Yeah, we're kind of homeless people.
Homeless people all around the world.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and sort of like specifically about the style of management that you try to institute. And obviously this year you won the Travel Awards, which congratulations, that was quite an accomplishment now. And that's since you've been here, so you must have done something right. Maybe tell us about why you think you won what you've contributed in terms of managing?
Well, I think we won because I think we're very good in reinventing ourselves all the time. As we said initially, we're now turning 10 years young on the 1st of October. And I think what we've managed to do very well is we haven't just opened and then stopped and enjoyed it. We've come up with big enhancements and big changes, big improvements to the hotel every year since the first year of opening. So we've added additional swimming pools, we've improved our restaurant, now have a Michelin star.
Right.
Once the summer now is finished, we'll start the renovation of our all-day dining restaurant. We've added a new inside swimming pool in the spa. So there's constant improvements, not only in our product, but also in our programming. W is all about programming and about offering
making sure
different
that loyal
services.
client keeps coming back now.
Absolutely, offering different services for our clients. So this year we launched our catamaran.
That's what I heard the charter fishing comes into now.
Yes. So
for those fans,
we launched that. We launched our own yacht that our clients can take just from the harbor downstairs. And I think in that sense we kind of managed to bring something new and attractive, the kind of like what's new and what's next for our people.
Right, and I mean, you guys are on the sea, so marine activities are obviously something that you want to encourage your guests to enjoy. Because you're the only one that has access to the sea.
On top of it, we're built on regained land, so we've got the sea all around us. And on top of it, it makes us unique because we're that typical city resort, urban resort hotel. So in summer we're a full resort for holidays, but then outside of that we work all segments. So we have a lot of groups, and we have a lot of people, even local people that just want to be here for the weekend.
Just to spend the weekend, it's really nice because you
and a lot of locals do that actually as well. So which is really nice.
Romantic
for
weekend
special
getaways.
occasions. for special occasions.
Okay, so the history of this place is unique, I think, for a hotel, because this project was built on reclaimed land, and honestly, I've read so many different numbers in terms of how many hectares were actually reclaimed, from 7 to 15. Maybe it's somewhere in between.
Yeah, probably.
But in any case, it's a large area, and it changed this port completely, and it changed this whole neighborhood, because 10 years ago, apparently it wasn't a very desirable neighborhood.
No.
Right?
No.
So maybe you can talk a little bit about the history and how...
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we all know that historically Barcelona kind of always lived with its back to the sea.
Yeah.
And I think initially
for us
coming from the north of Europe, we don't fully understand that. But I think that was a kind of like a phase one in '92 with the Olympics, where you had all that Olympic area that came along, and with our sister Hotel Arts, that came on, and it was kind of a similar picture. It was like, well, why would you build a hotel there? What is this? You know, it's the middle of nowhere. And I think here, about 12, 13 years ago, with the start of this project, it was similar.
Risky, no?
It was very risky. Everyone thought, my God, such a big hotel. Why would you put that there? No one goes there. It's the end of the world. And I think it's one of these great examples where you see that now it's really become, in summer we say it's the center of the city, because everyone now wants to be by the sea. And I think it has changed the whole area in that sense that it's a very authentic area still, the whole Barceloneta area. But then you have all these new elements in it that really lift it up and give it a very interesting experience of having the authenticity of
you
the houses you just see around
and
here.
You have the whole structure of the old fishing village feel, because apparently it was mostly fishermen who lived on this side of Barcelona, because nobody wanted to live on the sea. And I wonder if it's because of the mosquitoes. I don't know. Like, people want to live higher because the mosquito line is, they do that in Thailand as well. Maybe that's why, I don't know. And so now you have an almost like Californian surfing feel to the atmosphere there.
Yeah, in an area where everyone wants to be. A lot of our clients now say, oh, well, I really want to be here because I'm in 2 minutes I'm in the city center, and I'm in the hustle and the bustle. And once I come out here at the hotel, I get quality of sleep. I get the
Yeah,
most
that's
amazing
right.
views.
Yeah, because
I
you're
get more
away.
relaxing. And if I want
That's true.
bus, I go to the 26th floor. I go to to your pool deck. We've got two different pool decks. One is more animated than the other one.
We've got some fireworks here on Sunday, so you can
So you
really
have
hear
the
it.
choice if you want to. I think that's one of the great things about the hotel is that there's so much space. You decide if you want
What
to
you
be in
want
a
to
more
do.
animated area or in a more
Depends on which
relaxing
side
area.
of the hotel you are on. You get the different vibes, no?
Absolutely.
You get the relaxing vibe.
But you choose as a client where you really want
That's
to.
the nice thing about having the big property.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then Barcelona changed quite a lot, and it's now a bit of more like a special body of the city, because in Europe you don't have another major city with 4.5 kilometer beach line, right? And you're the only one with the beach access. So as a hotel, how do you? I mean, we talked about the charter fishing and the yachts. What other ways do you encourage your guests to enjoy and participate and enjoy this, participate in marine activities and things like that?
I think the great thing really is that no matter what our guests are here for, if it's for congresses or for private visits, people always manage to mix up their time. So whenever they have half an hour or 45 minutes or 1 hour of downtime, they're by the beach or they're by the pools, or if it's in winter, they go for a walk or they're in the inside pools. So there's always this great balance of, we have a lot of people that come here and work really hard.
You can just simply go out and go for a run, to be honest. I mean, and you enjoy the sea that way, right?
A lot of people do.
Run,
cycling, rent scooters, anything is possible. I think now with the latest edition of our port, just down the hotel with all the beautiful yachts, it just gives it again that additional dimension, because our clients just walk down, one staircase in, and you're in the port.
Or you're in port,
and it's beautiful. There's a number of little restaurants there as well, so it gives it again an additional value to the hotel as such, to the area.
Yeah, it's worthwhile to get up in the morning because, and maybe this is a Spanish culture, but nobody's around.
No, it's very quiet.
Everybody's still sleeping, right?
Very quiet.
Because the Spanish do go out really late at night. Dinners are around 10 o'clock, so they tend to stay out late. So if you do get up in the morning, you can enjoy it for yourself completely.
You can. Still very quiet.
So they turn on the music. We're going to have some background now. The party has started. And it's not the hotel. The beach is open. People are coming in.
For once, it's not the hotel, no.
This place is always living. Okay, so in terms of, I wanted to discuss a little bit about Ricardo Bofill, because he's an important man in terms of the origins of this, in terms of the design. I mean, he's known for his social projects mostly. And I get the feel that this Igual building is also designed by him, no?
Yes.
The headquarters. I mean, I've looked at a few of them, and he always has this, it seems to me, this idea of housing a lot of people. He wants to and even the W, if you think about it in those terms, is a project that's going to house a lot of people, a lot of guests, right? So he's
and it was supposed to house even more people. It was supposed to be much bigger. Yeah?
Really? So he's always thinking in terms of, can you tell us a little bit more about which other parts that are definitely Bofill doing? Like that is definitely his design, or that is definitely his touch that we can find here, because he's quite an important architect.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, it starts with his original sketches of this building, which he had long time ago, which are really the sale.
So he's actually planned this way before this project could come into fruition.
Oh yes.
So he was a man with a plan.
Oh, absolutely. I think his view was really, because it's all on regained land. Was that you really had the feeling from anywhere you were in the hotel that you made part of this, underwater world on one side, which is everything from ground floor and down, with colors of corals and you can really feel that. And then once you're up, everything is obviously glass. So his view was that you'd have the feeling that you'd be on a cruise liner everywhere you'd be, because you see sea everywhere, which is completely unique for any hotel. I always say, when guests ask me, "Oh, please give me a good room," there's no good rooms and bad rooms, because normally you kind of run two hotels. You've got your rooms with you run 2 hotels in one because you've got your sea view rooms and your garden view rooms or your patio view rooms or whatever that may be. The same in city hotels. You've got the front view and then you've got the back view. You don't have that here. You've got one side of the sea, the other side of the sea, and then the difference, as I said before, is height.
Right.
So from what level
marine tradition
you look at
Barcelona, he's really instilled.
You look at the sea, and I think also the whole part that's very very Beaufil is obviously the cube and its connection with the sail. So the cube has a glass roof, and you when you're in it, you look through it, and you look right up to the top of the building, which is actually really really special when you stand there and you see the whole thing, which I think is a really nice
so look up
architectural.
When you're here, look up.
Yeah, it's a very nice architectural element of the hotel, because you don't have the feeling that you're stuck in that space. You just
he likes
look
space,
through the roof and look straight up. I think the other thing is when you go on the sea and when you do one of our boat experiences, and you look at a building from different angles and different moments. He's played so well with the light. The building never looks the same. It always has a different shade. It always has a different shade, different color, different reflection. It's always different. Always different. Cool. Which is what makes it. It makes it the most Instagrammed hotel in Europe, if not in the whole world.
You no longer say photographed. Now you say Instagrammed.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
People don't say photographed anymore.
Absolutely.
I wanted to talk about the new refurbishment, because you guys, I think, just finished about 2 years ago, and you hired a British firm, actually, Ballard James and Brindley, and they've also designed something called the W Suites for recording artists.
Yeah, so we've actually done, so after 8 years after opening, we renovated all of our guest bedrooms. Yeah. Also added a professional recording studio, which is something really unique, because it's really in line with one of the passion points of W, which is music. I think you're the only one in Barcelona who offers them in terms of hotels, no? Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes. And it's a very, very, very cool space, actually. It's very, very special. You get some interesting guests as a result of this, no? Because we do, because it's really, I said, it's really one of the passion points, and we've got DJs that travel and play in Barcelona or are on their way through, and they really start using that space. Yeah. But it's obviously it makes it so interesting because it's a complete different world, right? Yeah, and it's a different product for a hotel to include in its repertoire. Fully. You know, fully. I mean, I think I read only 4 W hotels. I think so. But all the new openings are starting to have one. So it's gained some success, no? It is. So you're building a tribe. You're not just building a loyalty. That's it. That's it. A big tribe. Right? Because I mean, people who are interested in music and arts and the creative types, they're going to create a certain vibe and atmosphere. It's taken us time. It's taken us time, but we see that our type of clientele that comes is really into that. It's just a matter of connecting them to it, because a lot of people have no idea that you'd have a professional music recording studio. Because you come in and you meet interesting people, and more interesting people want to come back. Yeah. Right? You attract that, and that's so no, it's beautiful space. That's quite sneaky of you guys. It's good. Yeah. So I wanted to ask also about. And this is maybe my own personal interest with the crazy requests that you guys deal with. No names obviously necessary, or sort of bizarre experiences that people want to have when they come here. I don't know. You think of anything like that? Oof, there's. Is it all crazy? Well, no, not all, no. But there's people that we decorate the whole corridor for with flowers. They don't like the color of the corridor, and because ours are red, and they to redecorate we really fully decorate them with flowers and whatever they want. We fill jacuzzis with other substances that are not water. We have.
So that's part of the whenever, wherever,
that's
right? As long as it's not legal.
Whatever, whenever, as long as it's legal.
As long as it is legal, sorry, I should
it's
say.
all,
Yeah.
it's all there.
It's on
we have
the
people
table.
that want their room at really crazy temperatures. We have people that ask us to lift their bed.
To be in an igloo, and you're like, really?
Yeah, that lift their beds up. There's people that want us to tape down all the curtains because they don't want one little drop of light in the room. There's everything and
in between. You guys go for it now. As long as you can complete.
Absolutely.
You will.
And I mean, sometimes it's funny because when you have celebrities staying, usually they come with a long request list. A long list, right, of things that's.
So is that something handled by the concierge here? Or you have a dedicated person to those guests, and like,
yes,
okay,
we
you deal with it now.
We tend to do it through our W Insiders, which are really it's kind of a job or a position that we only have within W hotels. We have 3 W Insiders here at the hotel, which are absolutely amazing. And they basically are immersed in the local society. They know everything. They know all the special spots.
Exactly.
They know everything, and they deal a lot with our VIP guests. So they're really the ones that make things happen.
Is there a particular region where you get most of your guests from, or is it very international?
It's extremely international, but obviously because of our strength of our brand, a lot of our clientele tends to be American.
Ah, okay. And your favorite spot in the hotel?
Oof, my favorite spot. I would say I have 2 or 3. One is the Chiringuito in the summer. So we have these beautiful hanging kind of like lounge chairs that are just on top of the sea, which I think is one of the most amazing spots of the hotel to have a cocktail. Then it's our sun deck, our infinity pool that we added, which is just on that part of the hotel where when you lay there you see only sea. It's only sea, which I really love. And then the third one probably is being on our catamaran and seeing the sea seeing the hotel when you're on the sea.
From the outside, no?
From all the different
kind of like seeing the Earth from
all
the moon,
the different angles. Yeah. And then if I may add a fourth one, it's probably the third line on the top there, which are the terraces or our spectacular suites, which are the biggest terraces that we have. And you stand on the tip of the terrace and you've got the feeling you're just on top of the sea, and it's very special.
That's very nice.
Very special.
So as sort of a tourist advice to anybody coming, not just hopefully to the W, wink wink.
Start with the W.
Wink wink, start with the W. But coming to Barcelona, do not leave without doing fill in the blank. Do not leave without going there, fill in the blank. Sort of
I would say do not leave without doing the catamaran, but it's a difficult one because Barcelona is that typical city that has everything.
Have so much.
I mean, you have the most amazing food. You've got some really nice local bars.
But you were at once kind of a tourist. What struck you? At the beginning, like what would you recommend from that point of view? Personal opinion, because everybody's got their own.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, it's a mixture of the classics. I mean, obviously, you have to go and see Sagrada Familia because it's
trippy.
It's
extremely
very trippy. It's extremely special, and you need to know the story behind. I love strolling around the Boqueria. I really love that.
For the foodies in you.
Love that. If you like running, you really have to go up to the Carretera de las Aguas, upstairs, and you run around. I love running around there. You get the most amazing views. It's probably a spot that people don't, as a tourist, you wouldn't really know. There's a lot of beautiful beaches just outside as well. So you can just,
don't forget, outside of Barcelona.
Pop out and go to a lot of beautiful places. And then my background is in the kitchen, so it's all about food and food.
So that's why
Carles
Abellan is here.
That's it. I, for example, love a little place called Quime, which is a historical, little bar with small, only cold tapas, and I think it's absolute. Like if the time stood still. Yeah.
Really.
Quime.
I'll have to explore that one too.
Just brilliant. Those little places that are extremely authentic and For
So
me,
I
it's
guess
not
the
always
advice is
about
do
the Michelin
research, no? Like
stars.
it's exactly, no, it's about targeting
Yeah,
those old
the great thing
barrios
about
and
cities like Barcelona is that you can eat well in so many places. So it's I keep ticking off my list and going from one to the
so I
other.
expect that you'll be here for a while, no?
Oh yes, oh yes, we love it
Seems
here.
like
We
you
love
like
it
it here
here.
a lot.
Oh yes, we do.
Okay, so one of the big attractions of this area is obviously the marina over there, which is full of luxurious yachts and opportunities to really VIP your lifestyle. No? Talk a little bit about the access that you have from the W to enjoy that.
I mean, for us, obviously, it's a very important area because first of all, you have the Port Vale, which is the existing marina, and then we just added Marina Villa, which is the marina just down from the hotel with direct access. And in between that, you have actually Marina 92, which is one of the most famous.
Sea and then you've got the marinas around you.
Yes,
So
but the Marina 92 is actually it's one of the most famous luxury yacht repair places in the world. So that's why you see all these big yachts coming in there in over winter, well, actually all year round, and being covered up and repaired.
What a nice place to repair your boat. No?
Oh yes,
Come
absolutely.
here,
And you stay a few weeks at the W, and then
exactly.
and then you go back on. So it's all about that marine life, and I think it's a big part. We don't always talk about it, but it's a big part in the revival of this whole area and of the Barceloneta, and really brings a lot of glamour to it. And for the hotel, the addition of the Marina Villa is spectacular. Is absolutely fantastic, because before, originally when the hotel was built, this side was maybe the good side, and then the other side was kind of the wall, because it's where it all ended. There was only kind of industry behind. And now actually the view from that side, I personally like it at least as much as this side, because you see the boats coming in and out. There's life, there's movement. It's always beautiful to look out onto a port. It feels a bit like being in Miami in that sense. So it's very nice.
Honestly, I actually prefer Barcelona over Miami these days. I'll be biased on my own end, and I'm from around that area. So so wonderful. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for your attention. Again, check us out at BarcelonaME.vip.